how you feel about just the border. Just that one sort of signature achievement of Trump's first 100 days. So how are you reacting to that information, John?
I might be totally out of bounds here to your regular listeners, but I don't feel that comfortable about it. I understand that he's very successful of keeping people out of here. I just feel, this is me. I'm not trying to get into an argument, but I'm concerned that the Republican Party kind of makes this issue too political. In other words, if you disagree with this view, that somehow you're weak or you're
kind of getting hang on a second.
I don't want to argue with you, dude.
You're not. Hold on. Just take your time. Take your time. There's no reason.
You interrupted me.
Oh my goodness. There's no reason to get this excitable, John. Please take a breath.
Mike,
I promise I'm going to give you. Listen to me. I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you all the time in the world, John. You don't need to start yelling at me, please. I'm trying to. I'm trying to get you focused on what I'm asking you, because you're talking. You're changing gears and you're changing topics, and I'm just trying to get you to stay focused on the issue of the border. And I'm asking you directly.
You interrupted me, man.
Well, you're interrupting me now, so stop interrupting me, and I'll stop interrupting you. How about that? That's right. Take a breath. And let's try again. Let's start over. Do you think we have a problem with illegal immigration and a porous border up to Trump's election? Was there a problem or not?
Mike, there was, okay? Absolutely, there was.
Well, then what are you pushing back on?
Let me finish my point.
So did Trump fix that? So did Trump fix that problem?
I know you're trying to get your point. You're not.
I'm not. I'm trying to ask you. I'm asking you how you, as somebody who voted for Kamala Harris, I'm asking you what you think about the news that the border has been closed. How do you respond to that news, John?
I told you I'm concerned.
What does that mean, you're concerned? What the heck kind of answer is that?
Let me explain, please. I'm concerned.
What are you concerned about?
You're not letting me finish.
Just say it. Stop saying what I'm not. Just tell me what you're saying. You're making me crazy.
You're not letting me finish. The reason why I'm concerned is that I think the Republican Party uses this issue to divide people.
You just repeated yourself. You're not even answering the question about the merits of the border. You're saying that we're turning it into a political talking point. I'm just asking you, forget the politics of it. Was the border a problem? You said yes. Now the border's not a problem, and you're concerned. What are you talking about, John?
I still think it's a problem, though, Mike.
What's a problem?
I still think the border is a problem, because I think the way you're going about this, I think, is concerning me, because it's very militaristic, very if you don't agree with me, you're going to get locked up. That's just on people on my side. I think there is a fear amongst Democratic, liberal-minded people that Republicans are taking this issue too far. That somehow if you don't agree with this philosophy, that you're not American, and that to me is concerning. That's all. I don't mean to argue with you. I think that's just the only point I want to make. And thank you for letting me talk. And
I've tried. I've stood here silently now because people get mad and you're obviously frustrated because you think I've interrupted you. I didn't interrupt you.
I didn't.
Now you're interrupting me. Now hang on. Now you're interrupting me again. So let me make the point. I didn't want to interrupt you so that I could hear you say what you said, which I will say, and you sound like a very nice guy. You don't make any sense, John. What you just said is gibberish. What you just said doesn't. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean to you, John. Do you realize? Do you realize you just said? I need the minute, Dan. Do you realize you said to me? The border is a problem. Right? You know that we've had thousands and thousands of people flooding across the border, right?
Yes, sir.
Now we don't, right?
Correct.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's, well, I mean, in your point, absolutely.
John.
That's what Trump.
John.
But I don't agree with it. Is all I'm saying. I don't.
You don't agree with
how you
what?
went about it.
You don't agree with what? What don't you
I don't
agree with?
The strategy. That's all.
What the strategy to seal the border? You don't like you like the fact that the border is sealed, but you don't like the way he went about it. Could it be that you don't like the fact that he sealed the border, but you don't like the way he went about it? Is that what you're trying to say?
Right. And where do we go from here, Mike? I mean, we do need people to.
I tried so hard, honest to gosh, and people are going to be mad at me. I interrupted him. I blah blah. Look. I try. I always start out. I'm like Lucy in the football. I think I can have a conversation with a guy like him, and then I realize, no, I can't.